Hi all, Bryan VantHof here with RE/MAX Advantage Plus, Ramsey Trusted and the Minnesota Real Estate Team. Hope you're having a great start to your 2026. Certainly feels like we are starting to kind of get back into that normal routine of things after the holidays here. If you're into Minnesota winter outdoor things, it looks like we have some fairly nice weather coming up here for you to have the opportunity to get out and do some things outside, whether that means going on the lake, doing a little ice fishing, snowshoeing, skiing, even going to visit the ice castles at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. A lot of different things for us here to do in Minnesota, especially when we have 20s and 30s for weather at this time of year. So get out and enjoy. But let's talk about real estate. Let's get back into the normal swing of things. Let's start 2026 really here. Last week I had a video, but this week is really we're kind of getting back into that normal flow of things here. So let's start with what happened over the past week. 4 previously owned homes within a 50-mile radius of downtown Minneapolis in Minnesota. To start the year, we had just 505 new listings hit the market. That is 42 fewer than the first week of 2025. 60 of those new listings have sold so far. Of our new listings, 320 are single-family homes, 121 are townhomes, and 64 are condos. There are 143 coming soon listings out there right now, which is down 23 from last week and 4 fewer than where we were at this time last year. Our total available inventory went up 75 from last week to 3,894, which is 530 more than last year. I mentioned last week that many homeowners put their homes in what's called a temporarily not available for showing status over the holidays, and we still have quite a few of those that are still in that status at 853. Down from 935 last week. However, of our total available homes, 2,211 are single family. That's up 27 from last week and 330 more than last year. Median listing price is currently $420,000 on single family homes. That is unchanged from last week and 71 days on the market, which is also unchanged from last week. 888 of our total available listings are townhouses. That's up 24 from last week and 134 more than last year. Median listing price on a townhouse currently is $290,000. Condo inventory rose 25 from last week to 795, 66 more than last year at a median price of $199,000. Just 261 homes went from active to pending in the past 7 days, but that really doesn't mean much to me, as we're kind of just starting the new year, offers being made. Homes don't go into a pending status until after an inspection contingency is removed. So homes that may have sold over the past week still may be subject to an inspection and will move from active to pending until that inspection contingency is removed. 254 homes that went from pending to closed. There are a total of 1,580 pending listings on the MLS right now, which is down 47 from last week. On the mortgage side of things, same old story. Not much is going on there. A good mortgage broker will be between 6 and 3/8 on a fixed 30-year conventional mortgage for a single family home. I do have one client right now who is qualifying for a 6% mortgage with 3% down on a conventional loan with low private mortgage insurance, paying no origination fee. So no mortgage origination fee, no points. That 6% is what they're going to get without paying a lot of extra upfront costs to a lender to make that happen. So if you're interested in that, 3% down, 6%, you got good credit, low mortgage insurance, there's some options out there for you, and love to have that conversation. I was really kind of surprised to see that program, that rate. We have not seen too much of that rate, especially for low down payment programs here lately. But as far as rates go, rates remain mostly unchanged from 1 and 3 months ago. We're kind of in that 6 1/8 to 6 3/8. We're 1/8% lower than 6 months ago, 1/4% lower than 9 months ago, and 0.5% lower than where we were at this time last year. We are starting our 4th month where mortgage rates have pretty much been within a 1/4% range, not fluctuating much. Outside of that box, outside of that very narrow range, that's very little volatility when it comes to mortgage rates, which kind of is an indication that the market sees stability in the economy, whether that's good or bad. The interest rate environment has been very, very stable for almost 4 months now. So moving on to showing activity. Showing activity over the past 7 days was just 7,311 scheduled showings. That's 2.55 showings per listing. We are definitely behind last year's pace when it comes to showings. 2025 started off with 9,445 showings and 3.15 showings per listing. I'm really kind of expecting that to change soon. However, buyers are really starting to get revved up for what looks like should be a good spring market. Good availability for first-time home buyers. If you're looking for single-family homes, there's always good availability for townhomes. But if you're looking to get into the single-family homes, move in, kind of the starter home, what we'll call it almost, is you should see good options for those here coming into the spring market. But again, buyers are getting very active. One realtor I spoke to over the weekend said he had 60 people through his open house, and it's not a special house. There's nothing special about the house. There's nothing special about the price. It's been on the market for 3 months. So I was shocked to hear that he had that many people through his open house. I don't expect open houses to be that busy really ever, but he happened to have 60 people through an open house on a Saturday afternoon in St. Michael. So kind of crazy. It just kind of reiterates, buyers are primed. They're ready to go. They want to buy something. I don't know what they're necessarily waiting for. Right now we are low inventory, so maybe they're waiting on better listings, better options. Maybe they're waiting on lower interest rates, which is not something you should wait for if you're looking to buy a home, because I think we're going to be right around this 6% rate for really quite some time, even all of 2026 potentially, with just a narrow range, maybe even further than that. So if you're looking to buy a home, we kind of are where we're at as far as the mortgage rates go. And Minnesota is not very likely to see incredible price reductions. I was just talking to somebody in Houston here this morning, a realtor in Houston, who said they have high inventory and their prices are coming down. We're not seeing that here in Minnesota. Everything is leading, kind of showing that Minnesota is a kind of a slow increase. We didn't see those incredible spikes like homes in Texas or Houston or Florida or South Carolina or North Carolina or Tennessee. We did not see massive spikes in our home prices here. Slow and steady wins the game, wins the race, as they say. In Minnesota, we have really had a whole lot more stability, a lot better inventory management, and really overall, Minnesota is primed to see much more stable real estate than many parts of the country. So that's a little bit about that. But so now that we are through December of 2025, we can look back at the month of December for previously owned homes within that 50-mile radius of downtown Minneapolis. We had 2,954 closed sales in the month of December. Those closed sales were generally on purchase agreements written in the month of November. Closing prices in December were up 3% from the prior December. Of our December 2025 closings, 75% of them were on single-family homes. Median close price of $399,000 and $196.40 per square foot. The median listing price at the time of sale was $400. In December of 2024, so the previous year, single-family home sellers had a median close price of $385,000 and $193.18 per square foot. Median listing price at the time of sale in 2024 was $388,000. Townhomes saw 542 closings this past December, closing at a median of $290,000 and $178.57 per square foot. Sellers generally took $5,000 below their listing price on townhomes in December. Comparing that to December of 2024, townhome sellers sold 548 homes at median price of $285,000 and $177.12 per square foot. So we did see a little bit of a price increase from December 2024 to December 2025 on townhomes. Condo sales, not many condo sales. Condo sales in December 2024 were 221 versus December 2025 at 209. I've spent a lot of time talking about timing the market. When's the best time to be a buyer? When's the best time to be a seller? I really spent a lot of time focused on that just to kind of give my clients a little bit of a perspective on what's going on in the real estate market or what they can maybe expect. And there was a nice, in which months are kind of the best times to be a buyer, what times of the year are the best times to be a seller. USA Today published an article just a couple of days ago breaking down why now might be the best time of the year to be a buyer. Right now, January is the month where homes sell for the lowest price per square foot than any other month. And it's not because of the size of the home. It happens across the board. January is when you get the best pricing on a home. February is second behind it. The flip side on it, there isn't as much to pick from. We've talked about that as well. The USA Today article discusses that as well. So while there's less inventory, you do tend to get a better deal on the inventory that is available. Our available home inventory today is 40% lower than where we were at the beginning of October. But if you're looking to buy a home and can find a home that suits your goals, this month and next are going to be the best months to get a good price before prices start to go up. The USA Today article even talks about some of the numbers I think that I've even talked about in the past, that they say, the USA Today article says that on a median priced home, you're going to probably save over $23,000 on a home today as compared to May. It's going to get more expensive in May. So if you can buy today, you're probably putting money in your pocket. You're probably putting equity in your pocket with how things are going to go over the next few months. It is a great buying opportunity just to get out there today. Finally, Minnesota. Again, I mentioned we are slow and steady wins the race kind of state. And when it comes to home values, we are absolutely one of the most affordable states in the country. Our home prices have not gone crazy like some other states in the country. According to the Federal Housing Finance Agency, Minnesota has seen homes appreciate 36.4% over the past 5 years. Minnesota is actually below average by that account, as the national average is 48.5%. So we have appreciated at a much slower pace, below national averages. North Carolina, South Carolina, Maine, all well over 60%, but Minnesota has stayed very, very, very consistent, which actually kind of makes us a state where people want to move to because we have a decent economy. Things are steady. You can still buy a home as a first-time home buyer. So Minnesota is going to probably be a draw by many people's analysis over the next year from an affordability standpoint. Whatever else you think about the state, that's your prerogative, but we do see that Minnesota is probably going to be a destination for many home buyers. So if you're looking to buy or sell this year, let's talk soon. If you're a buyer, let's get a home search set up for you. Let's get you connected with a lender to talk about the different loan programs that might be available to you. If you're looking to buy soon, you're gonna save some money on a home price compared to where things are going to be at in 3 months. One thing I maybe have talked about in the past is your first house payment. If you made an offer on a property in January, you'd close in February, and your first house payment would probably be April 1st. So you're looking at 60 plus days between the time you make an offer to your first house payment. So you're looking to lock something up. If you have a lease that goes through the end of March, you don't want to double up, but you want to get out to take a look at homes now, your first house payment would probably be April 1st. So you wouldn't have to have that double payment on rent and mortgage payments. So if you're a seller, now is certainly a time where we need to schedule some time to get together, put a plan in place, get a staging consult for you, talk about things that you might need to do, declutter, paint, appliances, light fixtures, maybe some new carpet, but a lot of things that go into making sure you're maximizing your dollars into your pocket. If you'd like to see a little bit more about some of the selling services, the listing services that I offer, you can go to VantHofSellerServices.com. There's a little bit of a flip book that you can flip through there to kind of go through some of the spiel on how I help my clients sell their homes for top dollar. So that's all I got for the day. Please reach out anytime. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great weekend. But again, if you're looking to get going on something, reach out as soon as possible, and we'll connect and get together. Talk to you soon.